What's up, guys? It's the best gamer of all time, the man in the orange suit, the man that wears the sunglasses, the man with the orange tie. And right now we are going to be talking about the Defender class, one of the best builds in the game. Well, you know, in my opinion, really a really strong build, and I really want to share this to you guys because honestly, this build is so freaking good. I love it. I mean, to me, I love it, you know. I really enjoy this. I really like having a person that actually has a lot of health, a person that actually can do a lot of damage, and a person that can really help out the team, survivability. It really checks off everything here. We're going to actually be going over the class, the build system, and we're going to actually be talking about the weapons that I recommend using. So let's actually get right into it. Right now, folks, this is actually the skill tree, as you guys can see, and this is what we're going to be talking about, and I will be breaking it down for all of them. So I actually like using the final skill, and the reason why is because I love moving around. I love doing that, and especially when you're at the end of the level, you can actually be using that skill and actually going through hordes and hordes of zombies. So as you guys can see right here, as I'm going to play it right here on this clip, as you can see, going through it, killing all them zombies, doing it all, and then I loop all the way back and I can actually make it right back to the safe area. And if you have a medic class, your medic class can actually pop that heal, and if they have, obviously this is not, it's a bonus, it's not dependent on it, it's a bonus I should say, but if they have the medic class right here and they actually have the skill that actually increases, actually lowers down the cooldown I should say, for your ability, it's a plus right there. So you can actually just go into your medic, you'd be like, yo bro, try to actually heal me back up with that skill thing, boom, there you go, coming right back down and handling the crowd control. So that's something that you can do right there, but once again, it's not dependent on that, it's just a bonus. If you do have a medic class, chances are you should have a medic class. Medic class is a class I recommend no matter what difficulty you're playing. It's pretty much amazing there. Anyway, so let's move on here. So I actually like using the efficiency. So efficiency actually makes your barrier last 15% longer. You need this because you actually want to get all the way to repulsor. So you're going to want to spend all your skill points to efficiency, efficiency 2, and efficiency 3, and then you actually are going to get enhanced protection. Snares will not be able to reach any allies inside the dome, and that's including you. So even though you're actually using the final ability, you can, if possible, if you want to do this, you can actually use rupture, because rupture actually has that dome. It's purple, and zombies that get into it, they still take damage. So they actually really do that. If that's something that you want to do, you can also use the first barrier as well, if that is something that you want to do. The barrier that I wouldn't recommend is actually the second ability. I don't really enjoy that one. I didn't really find that fun, and I didn't find it actually very viable. But in my eyes though, the final ability is actually what I'm going to be running, and that's actually what I'm going to be mostly talking about. So most of the stuff is actually going to be really going to the final ability. Anyways, move on. So enhanced protection and snares, you're protected from snares. And this is the main ability you want, which is the repulsor. Repulsor, enemies take significant damage when crossing the barrier. Roamers die instantly. Folks, I'm saying this right now. This repulsor, honestly, it almost literally eliminates the lightning round, which is the frequency of periodic damage from the lightning within the dome is increased by 20%. But you have repulsor, literally does that, and it literally does it by like 1,000%. As roamers are going to die immediately. So honestly, you shouldn't even, there's no reason to not pick up repulsor, because repulsor is just that strong of an ability. Now we're gonna actually move on to the energy armor. So the thing about energy armor, people are gonna be thinking, well, why am I gonna pick up energy armor? This is actually what I do, and this actually might help out those people that actually might trying to find a way to actually help out your teammates as well, and not just help out yourself. Energy armor, you can actually use it when you're in a vehicle. So let's say that you have a bunch of people in your vehicle, because chances are you're going to be in a vehicle driving and going to your destination. You can use your ability and then quickly end off that ability, so that way everyone would get the temporary armor. So now everyone is all stacked up with armor, and if they're at max health, that's literally 200. So they're protected all around. So you can actually pop it soon when you're about to reach the destination, so that way they can still get it, and you can actually start shooting zombies. Since you just popped it and then unactivated it, you're gonna get your skill very quickly. Okay, so don't worry if you're like, oh, I'm popping the skill and I can't cancel it. You can cancel it. So that's why I'm recommending the energy armor to help out your teammates. We're going to actually do ammo capacity because primary weapons have 15% more ammo. I actually do use ammo awfully a lot. You can actually use this for some other type of skill. And I also do reload speed as well, which is weapon reload speed increases by 20%. These are the things right here that are going to help out the loadout section. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And now we have the health. So I have this all the way max because I really like having a lot of health. So that's 150 HP, especially when you're on very hard difficulty. Zombies are going to actually be dealing tons and tons of damage to you. But since you have so much health and you're going to actually have so much temporary armor as well, you're pretty much like an absolute tank. And your teammates are going to be an absolute tank as well. So this is actually the build that we have going on right now, and this is something that I do enjoy. Now I know a lot of people are going to bring up the fact like, well, why you don't bring up like the grenades or the mines, because there are some things that you can do with that. I actually run auto turrets. So let's actually get out to the loadout section right now. So the loadout section, I like using auto turrets. Auto turrets are busted, you know, and you can only carry one, and you can only place two. So you can carry one and only place two. So for that reason, I don't see a reason why we should actually have more grenades, carry more stuff, because you can only carry one with auto turret. Even if you upgrade it and you can, you know, even if I'm wrong, which I don't believe I am, you can carry two. Well, it doesn't matter. You can only carry two. Like, you can only place down two. So there's no reason for that. I find that actually a waste of a skill point there. Now, the med kit, obviously we use med kit. There's really nothing else to do. And the katana is actually something that I have. I like the katana. I just pretty much like it. That's just a personal preference thing. Now, let's talk about the main weapons and the secondary weapon. So the secondary weapon, I like using the revolver. The revolver is actually for me personally to really handle those single target damage, right? So those special enemies, because keep in mind the class that you're pretty much running, you're really handling the CC, the crowd control, not really single target damage. So I'm actually going to be helping myself out by actually using the revolver, and that's actually something that I recommend. Obviously you can use your attachments, do what you want to do. I actually prestiged prestigious, so I can't actually use my attachments, as you can see, but something that I like doing though is actually using the standard sight, obviously using the suppressor, and then honestly I use the standard laser sight. And for the muzzle, there we go. Very easy system right there. Not much else you could do. Obviously you could do whichever you want to do. I just like prestiging it. Keep in mind too, I want to also say this right now, there's no reason to prestige a weapon. I just do it just for like personal preference. Now, there's actually a sniper. Now, I think the sniper is one of the best weapons in the game. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it. I like actually using iron sight. You can use something else, though, if you like to be in far back. But for me, I use iron sight because I like being up in the front. So I might as well be up in the front because I am a tank. And I'm taking out that single target damage, like I said. And then after that, I actually use the short barrel. This is something that I do. You can actually... I did have... ways of using actually the long barrel. The long barrel ain't so bad either because it actually increases your damage even more. And right here, what is it? Yeah, we want to do the standard vertical foregrip, and we actually use lightweight so we can have more mobility. And I actually like using the sound suppressor because I just like the heat shield. Sorry, the heat shield sound suppressor because I actually just like to be an American sniper, right? The attachments are not really something like you don't, in my eyes, you don't have to really optimize everything with the attachments, especially when, like I said, you're using the sniper. But I'm only going over this because just for those people that really are curious what I use. But yeah, I use the heat shield just because I think that's cool. Standard magazine, grip, and I use the enhanced ergonomic grip, and I use the laser sight, advanced laser sight. Something I do. You guys don't have to follow that beat by beat. They just use the weapon. You can already see it because a lot of people would think that if you're using a sniper rifle, you are thinking, oh, this is going to be bad because you're playing a horde shooter. Nah, man, the sniper is so good. It helps out those special elite enemies, those single target damage, like I said, and it really helps. It covers pretty much everything there. But anyways, folks, that's pretty much it. It's a quick video. Anyways, the best gamer of all time is going to be signing off. Thank you guys all for watching.